Greetings, this is Chief Fear None here again, and this is part 2 of breaking down the leaked Pfizer report that was leaked online that they didn't want us to see, that they wanted to be suppressed for up to 75 years because they didn't want us to know what's in it and how it affects the human body. I think you should take note of the fact, first and foremost, take note of the fact that what should you take note of the fact of? Oh yeah, damn it, gone by me again. Forget it. I'll get back to it. But as we can see, this is it's 38 pages, so I'm gonna have to do this in several videos. We have a cumulative analysis of post-authorization adverse effect reports of PF, BNT, whatever, received through 28 February 2021. And the report is prepared by none other than Pfizer. So they were placed in a position to investigate themselves. Okay, but nonetheless, even though that's the case, they still provided us with some pretty damning evidence about what this vaccine contains and how it has really affected humankind in a really awful way. This is page 2 right here, and here we have the table of contents, the list of tables, list of figures, appendices, list of abbreviations, introduction, methodology, results, safety database, general overview. These are the pages right here. Summary and conclusion and discussion. Okay, so that's page 2. BNT 16162 B2, that's the actual name of the vaccine. So that's what's being discussed here. Or number of the vaccine, whatever you call it. General overview, list of tables, selected characteristics of all cases received during the reporting interval, events reported in less than 2% cases, safety concerns, important identification risk, important potential risk, description of missing information, AESIs, evaluation in BNT, the vaccine. Then we have MEPTs by seriousness or without co-association through 28 February 2021. Total number of 13 PVPNCs, AEs by system, organ, classes, and event seriousness. Appendix 1, list of adverse effects, events of special interest, page 30. Okay, I'm going to go back to some of these abbreviations right here. Oh, we haven't gotten to them. So you see this AESIS BNT 162B2. There are certain things here. You have 13 VPNC AEs by system. Those abbreviations right here are on the abbreviation page, which is right here. List of abbreviations. If you can, take a screenshot because I'll be discussing them, and then you'll have an opportunity to go back and look at them whenever you're ready. Confidential, page 4. Okay, now we have the introduction here, and reference is made to the request for comments and advice submitted 4 February 2021 regarding Pfizer proposal for the clinical and post-authorization safety data package for biologics license application for our investigational COVID-19 vaccine, BNT, whatever. As you can see, the COVID-19 vaccine is what I said it is. Further reference is made to the agency's March 9th, 2021 response to this request, and specifically the following requests from the agency. So basically, Pfizer they had already been approved for pretrial, and they had they had done what they done, administered the product for a certain amount of time up until 4 February 2021, and well, the request was made up until then, but before then, they had already done their pretrial, and now they're applying for post authorization. Well, they're applying to be able to be licensed for it again. That's my interpretation. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. The quote is that monthly safety reports primarily focus on events that occurred during the reporting interval and include information not relevant to BLA submission, such as line list of adverse events by country. We are most interested in a cumulative analysis of post-authorization safety data to support your future BLA submission. Please submit an integrated analysis of your cumulative post-authorization safety data, including U.S. and foreign post-authorization. So this report is produced in response to this paragraph right here. This document provides an integrated analysis of cumulative post-authorization safety data, including U.S. and foreign post-authorization adverse event reports received through 28 February 2021 and not 4 February 2021, because, of course, they had a March 9th response, and they added some more or whatever, I guess. Now, the methodology. It's responsible. Pfizer is responsible for the management post-authorization safety data on behalf of these people right here, right? So like I say, they get to police themselves. Pfizer's safety database contains cases of adverse events reported spontaneously to Pfizer, cases reported by the health authorities, cases published in the medical literature, cases from Pfizer-sponsored marketing programs, non-interventional studies, and cases from serious adverse events reported from clinical studies, regardless of casualty assessments. The limitations of post-marketing adverse drug event reporting should be considered when interpreting these data. So it says the limitations of what they basically saying is that they couldn't get it all. So you should consider that. Reports are submitted voluntarily. So that's an issue because, well, it's not an issue, but you know that a lot of people just ain't gonna volunteer. And the magnitude of underreporting is unknown. Like I said, a lot of people is just not going to report for whatever reason. Some of the factors that may influence whether an event is reported include length of time since marketing share of the drug, publicity about a drug or an adverse effect, seriousness of the reaction, regulatory actions, awareness by health professionals and consumers of adverse drug event reporting, and litigation. So litigation is significant because the attorneys might tell them not to talk about certain things. So that's a factor that might prevent them from actually telling the whole truth or saying some of the things that they got to say. And it says, because many external factors influence whether or not an adverse event is reported, the spontaneous reporting system yields reporting proportions, not incident rates. So the spontaneous reporting system yields reporting proportions and not incidence rates. That's important. I don't know if I could fully explain that right now, so I won't. But as a result, it is generally not appropriate to make between drug comparisons using these proportions. The spontaneous reporting system